Hey yo, what's up? It's Soul Strikes with another LLA VOD review. Today I'm going to be looking at All Knights versus Xten. So this was going to be quite interesting, given the fact Xten's like a surge of one performance last week, and like All Knights are having their new top laner Ruin, and so yeah, so they probably haven't had like that much time. Training with him, so it's going to be quite interesting how they adapt and like their strategies, because they didn't really play through topside last week. So like with Ruin coming in, they will probably be playing through topside and going for the win. Like as you see, like this Jax pick, so like something that accent when I watched this draft, like it's like, oh, they picked Graves, Victor Aurelia, so like why did they pick Victor Aurelia so early if they weren't going to flex it? Like I thought they were gonna put Aurelia mid and Victor bot and something to counter Jax top, so like Gragas or something. But instead, they actually went for very something standard, and not much else to say about the draft, to be honest. So like both teams want to get their top laner ahead, but it's like I think it's like very heavily Jack's favored, and on top of that, they have the Twisted Fate to facilitate this split pushing, this duelist champ coming from Aurelia versus Jax. So kind of interesting, like how the jungle is gonna impact this game, and we need to see like what actually happens from Twisted Fate at level 6. So yeah, so we'll actually see what actually happens. Both junglers should pass from bot to top, go for like a top fight, top scuttle crab. Bot scuttle crab really doesn't matter, and it should be given to like one of the bot lane that has priority. So we should see what actually happens. Umfo actually starts for a pop. Okay, so this was not what I really expected. I'm not sure why he's playing through subsides. Is he gonna leave Aurelia an island by himself, whereas Grell he's bot by himself? I don't really think he needed a leash. I think like he can just solo it and just give the bot lane like a free prior. But I'm assuming Pancake and Wadded like thought they were just going to not get priority regardless of what happens. So it's really their choice. I'm not really sure what actually happened to Graves. He actually smited the blue buff and he's super slow on tempo. So what actually happened? Did it reset or something? Oh, he didn't get a leash, but he's taking a lot of damage. He's actually doing a really poor job of kiting that camp. So he's actually really behind in tempo, and yeah. So like, Grau is already on his 5th camp, whereas Umfo he's only on 4th camp. So, and yeah, Jackpot versus Ruin, Korean top laner matchup. So, gonna be super interesting how these two play this matchup. Olaf just he's going for the top camp, and he should just recall immediately. This way, well, if earlier missteps, it's a kill, but it's just not worth it. And Graves actually does a smart thing as well. He's actually checked if Olaf is bot, and he just recalls. So both the junglers are now doing the bot to top. Actually, there's something that actually we missed out. So like, Grau actually went for like a top cover instead of like just doing his top camp. So like this is something that Grau has been doing quite often, and this is something that I sort of told him last year as well, but the meta has definitely changed from like Sets, Trundle, and Volibear, so he should definitely take this Golem. But what ends up happening is like he didn't take this Golem, and this Golem is still level 1 camp, so he's actually like behind in terms of like tempo now, and like in terms of experience, because he is not taking the extra camp that was available for him. So now he's taking the camp. Now he should definitely take the Golem. He doesn't take the Golem once again, so that is quite concerning. And here comes like a potential dive. Yep, and Aurelia goes for a bit of a kill, and there was a very nice kill coming from All Knights. So like 4-man dive. Why did came here even, so like that's a very nice roam coming from him, because he doesn't necessarily lose much, but I'm not sure what's happening at bot lane. I think it's going to get pushed back, so he should be back in time for the wave to crash, well, to help Pancake crash, but he is going to be down several experience compared to Nottingham. Yeah, so Grell, once again, like, he still hasn't taken his golem. I really want to encourage him to take his golem, and here comes the bot gank, and yeah, and what it actually faces rushes out, and here comes the counter engage with the TP, and here comes like a kill coming, and they yeah, so Xten actually played it really well, going for well, Xten didn't play that well, because like they know they didn't know the teleport advantage that's coming from All Knights. So very poor play coming from Xten, and it's going to be very difficult for this Aurelia to like get anything from topside, because like there's nothing that objectively that they could take, and All Knights actually takes the dragon as well. And yeah, so this is something that I want to talk about, like that I tweeted before as well. It's like a concern that's happening in the past as well. It's like Keith, like I'm sure like the analyst knows it as well. It's like Keith's laning stat is really bad. Like there's no denying it. And we had issue with it last year as well. He's gotten a lot better when it came to like playoff time, and like just before finals. But if you keep watching his laning stats, and he is down in CS, I believe he was up against Isurus against Seiya, so that was really nice to see. But the thing is, like, Kiefer's overall like laning stats are very poor, and it's something that he just needs to get better. And there's something that is going to affect All Knights in the future as well. So that's just me talking about like my previous teammates, because I love them. I want to get them better, and I really hope they win this this split as well. So what ends up? So let's just go back what actually happens. So it's just before 8 minutes. Kiefer's actually pushing down this minion wave, and Grell is doing his camps. He's skipping camps once again. He should be playing through his tempo instead of his bot lane, because like Pancake can just walk there, or if they're going to fully commit, they should set everyone topside and send Ruin back, Ruin down bot. But Ruin does not want to do that, because he wins that matchup. So the bot lane actually helps them get through this vision, but now it's not their turn to get this part of the vision. So Grell actually made a Grell made a mistake, but overall the team made a mistake, because Grell should have done this camp, and he should have been moving through topside. Then their bot lane could have gone bot. Then they could have met up Grell after finishing his red buff. But what ends up happening is the bot lane is already here. Grell skipped the golem, Gromp, and there's nothing to do. And they actually walked down bot, which is a mistake on their own. They should have committed onto this Herald if they were going to go for this Herald. So like there was another mistake. That's why, and that following mistake is Grell shouldn't have face checked this, because he knows the bot lane is down at bot. And instead, Kiefer dies. He had flash. He could have flashed that, but he just died. And Grell wastes his ult. And this is when the game becomes kind of sour for like All Knights, because this should have been their Rift Herald, and this should have been their time to get something out of the map. But instead, I believe Ruin goes for like a greedy ward clear, I guess, and Kiefer actually has to flash out, and he wastes his Twisted Fate ult. So like, it's all a bit of a clusterfuck, and they are losing so much out of it. Like they're losing, they lost Herald, they lost the opportunity for TF Ult to get something out of it. They lost Olaf Ult, he didn't do anything. TF lost his flash as well, so they actually got nothing out of like what the period they should have got something out of. And like if you look at the item difference, it's just there's just so much stronger, but they just don't have the number advantage. And Xten on the other side, they take the objective and they actually kill Ruin, so it gives a kill over to Aurelia as well. And yeah, so like Umfor is just farming. He's gonna go back top. He should put the Herald top for Aurelia and give the gold to Aurelia, because this Aurelia, like even though she got a kill, it's gonna be very hard for her to like win this matchup. And yeah, and Kiefer ults, but he gets killed in the meantime, because he did not time Victor's teleport properly. So like this was a very good play by Xten, but it was a very poor management coming time management coming from All Knights, and they're losing like a mid turret play for it. They're losing top turret play for it. So like they're losing so much from this game. And Kiefer luckily has like teleport to like cover some of the losses that he had. But I really don't like that Umfor put the Rift Herald mid, because he should be pressing pressure down top, and he wants to get this Aurelia ahead. Like this Aurelia is ahead in terms of level, and she's ahead in terms of like item. Like just get this Aurelia ahead and deny one of the win condition coming from All Knights. And All Knights, luckily they get the dragon and they escape for free. And because like right now they should not be winning any of these team fights, because this Victor's so strong, this Graves is so strong. This Graves is not strong, but this Aurelia has the TP and she is so strong as well. And I really don't like how Umfor always build tier 2 boots before completing his item. You're just not strong then. You're weaker than this Olaf. You are just not strong. Like, let's see, he's basing, he 1,300 gold, and he's actually really poor. Like, he doesn't even have a completed item. Olaf is super strong compared to Graves, and he just has so much item advantage. Despite like him having like a herald thing. And here comes Nottingham. He actually makes a mistake. So like All Knights are getting away with all these free things, because like the other 3 members, non-Korean members, not to be racist, okay, but it's just really they're just capitalizing on people's mistake. They're not playing. They played it well until the point at mid. They're not playing well in terms of like they're not during the mid game. They're not doing spectacular. They're just punishing their mistake, which is something that not a good team should do. Yep, and Ruin dies for it because the mid lane is losing now. Like Kiefer is so far behind. He already has 2 deaths. Kiefer ults, he has no mana. I don't know why he ulted. Now Grell's in trouble, he has to flash out. So like Xten is like the 2 solo laners at Xten is playing so well right now. And the Samira is doing a very respectable job, because like he's not behind in CS that much. I'm not sure about the turret plate. Okay, he lost like 2 turret plates, so like Pancake is really far ahead, but the Samira is doing a respectable job, like only like 200 gold difference, because Pancake has like turret plate, and he has like got an assist from before. Yeah, so this Herald should be theirs. They can just this Herald doesn't really mean much, but the thing is, like the mid prior is going to be definitely coming from Xten, because they have the tower advantage, and this Aurelia is just so much stronger right now compared to this Jax. Yep, so not much to say about this game. Here comes the TP behind, and here comes Victor TP as well. Xten really needs Victor with them, and yeah, and Wadid is out of position, but they actually jump on this this Graves, but this Graves is just so weak. Like, he's just so weak. Like, look at his item. He has 0 items, whereas everyone else has like 1 full item. So like, this was a very poor positioning coming from like, why did he dash that? Like, he just dies, and Pancake gets a very nice execution with his ultimate and the Gale Force. So very nice like team fight coming from All Might, and this is when they make their team comeback. This is like the 3rd dragon, and like, they're on the soul point. But the thing is, like, the game became hard because of the mistake they made, and like, those are the very crucial mistake, and something that like, Kiefer, it seems like Kiefer is being forced to do things. So like, just play through his like priority, and like right now he's building rapid fire, so he's just gonna be like a stun bot, which is fine because there's no cleanse coming from like these 3 champs. But the thing is, like, Kiefer just needs to work on his laning phase and start helping others. If he starts winning, it's like, help. How can you help others when you can't even like help yourself? So that's very important, and this is something I'm sure Kiefer knows, and maybe the coaching staff of All Knights know. But the thing is, like, if Kiefer plays well, the All Knights will play well, and yeah. So this is like the Dragon Soul, and yeah, and Grau actually goes crazy because Wadid gets a really nice flank, and same with Jax. And yeah, and a lot of healing from the item. I think the mistake here, I would have actually pushed mid and just go for the dragon instead of going for this Baron, but Xten decides to int again, so it's like a free win for All Knights. But yeah, so the game is pretty much over. Not much else to say about this game, but the very crucial part of this game was the Herald. Like, the top play was really well orchestrated, and Ruin is like destroying Jackpot in a counter pick matchup. So like, that's something that All Knights is doing really well, and Ruin is helping his bot lane secure Dragon, and like securing kills for the bot lane. So like, everything is going well until like this moment. So like, that's something maybe Wadid has a lot of shot calling experience, like those kind of things. But the thing is, like, the team needs to like look at the state of the map, and I really want Grau to start taking his, like, just full clear his camp. Stop skipping your camp. You're gonna be so much ahead of enemy jungle if you just start full clearing. So that's it for the VOD review of Xten versus All Knights. Good job, All Knight, getting the win. But it was sloppy, okay? And there's a lot more to work on, especially when it comes to like laning phase from Kiefer. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.